Hello, this is a brief walkthrough of my Crimsonite game engine project. So to start with, let's go over the layout of the program. So up at the top here we have the main menu bar, which features common controls such as the file system, asset management, as well as global options. Next we have the menu bar, which features a play button. Over on the left we have the entity stack, which shows all of the objects in the current scene. In the middle here we have the viewport, which shows both the editor view, which can be controlled using the WSD keys and the mouse, as well as the game view, which shows the output from the main camera. On the right here we have the entity properties, which shows all of the editable and viewable properties from every entity you could click on. So for example, if we click on the dragon here, first off it highlights the object that we're currently editing, and we could rename it here if we want to. So let's create a new scene. I'm going to call this new scene. It's empty by default and the background color is currently a nice crimson. Let's make that a dark blue color. We can create a new entity, give it a name. We can then attach a component to it, so in this case I want to give it a renderer, so we can show something from it. This diamond shape is the default mesh, so I'm going to change that to a cube. Next we want to add a material to this cube, so to do that we can just select the material from our existing materials. I'm going to go for Crimson Text, and I'm going to change the texture on that material to television static. I'm also going to change the colour to pink. So if we hit play now, we'll see the view from the main camera, which shows us our cube. We can rotate the cube anytime we like, whether we're in play mode or stopped mode. I'm also going to add another component to our cube, so I'm going to give it a rotator, and I'm going to set it to rotate at a speed of 25 degrees per second. If we want to add more assets to the project, we can just find them in the folder, and we can either drag them in, like this, and I'm going to change the texture on the cube to match these scales, or we can move the asset directly into the assets folder, and it'll be part of the project when it starts up. Let's just add this teapot mesh into the project. And we're going to change the mesh on our cube to the new teapot. Lastly, when we're done changing our project, we can open it again in release mode, which is much higher performance, but doesn't contain an editor.